So the first stop on our tour is Wilson 204. This is an office suite shared by biology and environmental science faculty. In the first office you'll see right when you walk in is Mary Massey's. Mary is our administrative assistant. She would be your go-to if you are looking to change advisors, if you need help with registration, if you have a quick question or looking for a faculty member, or if you just want a hello or a piece of chocolate. Mary is always here for our students. And as we go left, we'll see all of the offices for the faculty members. And at the very end and on the left in 204I is Dr. Christensen. Dr. Christensen is the chair of the biology department. And if you have any issues or concerns, or if you need any forms signed, this is where you would find him. Back towards the entrance of 204, there is just one more thing to see, and that is the faculty mailbox area. So these are the mailboxes for the faculty members in 204, and if you ever need to leave a form to sign or an assignment for the faculty members, this is where you would leave them. As we turn back to the hallway, we're going to take a left and head to the main intersection of Wilson Hallway and take another left to head towards the other main office area of the biology department. This is Wilson 220. Where we have some more faculty offices as well as a meeting area where department meetings, curriculum meetings, or club meetings are occasionally held. This is also where the mailboxes for all of the other faculty members in the department are. Across the hall from the department office, we'll see Wilson 221. And 221 is a lecture room that is predominantly used by the biology department. It has wall-to-wall whiteboards all the way around, a doc cam, and a projector and screen. This room sits about 48 students, and it is one of the larger classrooms that the biology department uses. As we head back out into the hallway and across the hall again, we're going to visit the first of two anatomy and physiology labs in the biology department. So this is Wilson 222, and it is currently set up for an anatomy and physiology 1 lab on articulation and movement, but this room is also used for A&P2 and human biology labs. Wilson 222 can sit up to 24 students, but lab sizes in the biology department are usually capped at about 16. Other majors, including movement science, health science, and nursing, will also take anatomy and physiology labs in the biology department. Out into the hallway again and take a left, we'll head towards Wilson 224, which is the other anatomy and physiology lab in the department. Wilson 224 is set up as a half lecture, half lab room with traditional desks and chairs in the front and lab tables in the back. 224 can sit up to 20 students, but again, lab capacity is usually about 16. Heading back in the direction we came, take a look at the display cases. We will head towards the most unique feature of the Westfield State Biology Department, and that is our Natural History Museum and Herbarium in Wilson 223. The museum's collection includes over 900 bird specimens and over 2,500 mammal specimens, including skulls, skins, head mounts, and full mounts. Other exhibits in the museum include cones of American pines, large and unusual fruits, and reptiles. The Westfield State Herbarium has over 20,000 plant specimens in the collection, and it is also home for the largest collection of Hampden County plants in the state. Classes will occasionally be held in the museum as well. We're going back out into the hallway and towards the main intersection of Wilson Hall. we will take a left and head towards Wilson 214. 214 is a computer lab with Macs and touchscreen PCs that is left open for student use. Throughout the semester, it is occasionally reserved for classes like biostatistics and the bioinformatics research experience. Off of the computer lab is the Center for Biological Imaging, which houses the department's more sensitive microscopes. The CBI is set up much like a dark room to prevent the photo-bleaching of reagents, and in the very back we have two fluorescence microscopes. As soon as General Bio 129, students will get a chance to use these microscopes and continue using them through their research experiences in their junior and senior years. One of the fluorescence scopes is set up to a large flat screen TV in the computer lab so professors can run demonstrations and have live video feed of what they are seeing being broadcast to the students in the lab. As we head back out into the hallway, we'll get a peek at some recent research posters from students as we head towards the Nettie Stevens Science and Innovation Center. The Science Center, affectionately called the Nettie, is named after a Westfield State alum who discovered the X and Y sex chromosomes. The Nettie was opened about 5 years ago and is the home to a majority of the biology department's teaching labs as well as its research labs. As we move forward, I want to take a moment to thank work study student Hunter for helping make this tour video. If you are eligible for federal work study, the biology department does have open positions every year. This is room 214, the microbiology lab. This is also where medical microbiology, immunology, and Dr. Berman's research methods research experience are held. In the hallway, I want to point out all of the seating by the windows. All of the tables have outlets nearby on the floor, and students can come hang out, study, or have lunch before class, after class, or at the end of the day. The next stop on the tour is room 219. This is where General Biology 1 is held, as well as genetics, cell biology, comparative physiology, and Dr. Porter's biotechnology research experience is held. It's currently set up for a genetics lab on sickle cell anemia. This is room 221. This is where General Biology 2 is held, as well as plant biology, marine biology, comparative vertebrate anatomy, and Dr. Ramsey's animal form and function research experience is held. The last lab at the end of the hall is room 223. This is where Biology Today is held, as well as multiple 377 research experiences. Currently, Dr. White's research experience on using fruit flies to study neurodegenerative diseases is set up in the lab. As we head back towards the main staircase, we will stop by the research labs, where faculty members will work on independent research projects with students. This is also where small groups from research experiences will come to work on their projects. The research area is set up with one aisle with communal equipment for things like electrophoresis, centrifugation, and scanning and imaging gels in Western blots. The other two aisles are set up with dedicated space for each faculty member to hold the equipment and reagents for their respective projects. Off of the main lab area is the tissue culture room. This is where students grow, treat, and observe cell lines that they work with. Cell culture is a frequently used technique in biology research, and our students get experience working with many cell types, including brain cells and cancer cells. Connecting the two main research areas is the write-up room. This is where students working in the labs can store their food or belongings, work on their computer, wait out incubation times, or go over the next steps of their projects with their faculty advisor. Here, Dr. Ramsey is hanging out while one of his independent study students is working in the lab. This is the ecology research area where projects in animal behavior and invertebrate physiology happen. Cleaning up after a day of research is Dr. Ramsey's student Matt, who is looking at how flounders and other flatfish walk underwater. Also in the ecology research lab are stations for tree ring studies and acid rain monitoring. As part of the major, biology students are required to take 1 year of general chemistry and 1 year of organic chemistry. So we're going to head on up to the third floor of the Science Center where all of the chemistry labs are to take a quick peek into the rooms those labs are in. Room 317 is where general chemistry is held. In general chemistry, students usually work independently on their experiments. Students are given a personal drawer with glassware that they are responsible for the whole semester. And there are also these individual snorkels, which act as mini fume hoods while they are in the lab. Next door is room 316, which is where organic chemistry is held. Again, students have personal drawers with their glassware for the semester that they are responsible for. Two students will share a hood, but again, students are expected to work individually on their experiments. The last stop on the tour is the biology department's greenhouse, which is off of the first floor of Wilson Hall. The greenhouse is home to the department's collection of plants, which are used as demonstrations in labs and in experiments. The greenhouse holds a variety of small trees, flowering plants, succulents, and cacti. There is also a third room of the greenhouse, which is dedicated to student experiments. Currently, an environmental science course in ecological restoration is working on germinating seeds as part of the pollinator garden that they will plant on campus in the spring. Thanks for checking out our virtual tour, and I hope to see you in the fall.